Hey guys, how you doing? Joey Average here, picking apart this San Bernardino shooting. I've got a lot of information here. I'm going to get right to it. Alright. Here's the truck that they showed us after they shot it all up. And you can see all the evidence stuff that they put down on this thing. So this is the shot I'm giving you. I also want you to notice something. Alright? Look over here. You see the O and the X? The ox? X in the zero, the ox. Remember the ox? Walking around in a circle in time and space. The X marks all 4 points of the cube. Over top of us, if you look down, there's an X on a pyramid. That's how it looks that we're in the box like that. You see the symbolism is right there, okay? And I believe this right there, you see right that? This is it almost has an OXX, which is just symbolism. I just want to show you that real quick before we start. I just noticed it. Remember in the scenes that they put symbolism in all the scenes, even in this scene that they're showing us how this car got shot up, and then you've got some blood right here. So this car was pretty shot up, man. I mean, look at it. You got backpacks and bodies and stuff, people falling out. But the symbolism is always there. Unless I want to show you some symbolism of the people that actually are being accused. But let's watch what's going on here. Check it out.
Face a gun battle with police that ended with both of the suspects dead. A neighbor capturing that showdown on his cell phone. Watch this.
Watch this bullshit.
Holy guys, shots right now.
Shots rang out. Holy shysters.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Joining us now, our Justice reporter Evan Perez and our Chief National Security Correspondent Jim Shudo.
Let's go back and look at that. Alright, this is a video from a neighbor who was in the area when they shot the car up.
It had a remote control type remote control device that appears to have not have worked.
Another thing I wanted to hit real quick on here before we see it.
Not have worked in this case. There were also 4
65 and 75. Okay.
223
that
rifle magazines
first of all,
that were
13
dropped by
and
the
55.
and
But
left
if you
in
added them all up,
evidence that had been recovered.
okay, what we get right there is what?
What followed was a very dramatic chase, a gun battle with police that ended with both of the suspects dead. A neighbor capturing that showdown on his cell phone. Watch this. Holy guys, shots right now. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I didn't hear any glass breaking. I heard something hit the ground. But I heard like 8, 9 shots ring out. Alright, now remember, we showed you the vehicle. Let's go back and look at it again. Alright, remember the vehicle. And I'm pretty sure there's more than 9 shots that rang out on this vehicle the way it looks. I can count 100 of them. Bullets, watch. We'll go back and count the bullet holes if you want.
So 4 high-capacity 223 rifle magazines that were dropped by the suspects and left in there as evidence that had been recovered.
2 threes.
What followed was a very dramatic...
Alright, now, first of all, remember, we just heard the shootout on this guy's cell phone, what they want us to believe anyway. I'm not buying into it, but... First of all, there's 3 times the amount of bullet holes in the windshield from what we heard on the video, right? We heard 12 shots at the most. There's like 36 shots right here. Do you understand that this was shot up, and it looks like it was shot up by a semi-automatic machine guns and stuff? I mean, it was just completely obliterated. There was probably, I would say, almost 3,000 rounds wasted on that right there. To me, that's a showpiece. Why would you waste 3,000 rounds on a lady and a guy? You don't need 3,000 rounds to kill them. I mean, look at this. And again, I'm going to show you the video of the actual neighbor. Here, check it out. Here it is.
Chase a gun battle with police that ended with both of the suspects dead. A neighbor capturing that showdown on his cell phone. Watch this. Holy guys, shots right now. Oh my gosh.
Alright, now, watch what he does. Exactly what happened in the Walter Scott bullcrap. Alright, they pulled the camera back whenever they wanted you to see it, or in the other one where the guy was bleeding in Utah. Remember that at the mini store, the mini mart. They don't let you see it because it's not true. They're faking it. And this guy's part of it. This neighbor, he's part of it. Okay? Here we go. Real quickly, we're going to show you what he's showing us. What he's showing me is absolutely there's no possible way that car was shot up like that at this scene. Here's what he's showing us. Take a look. There it is. That's what we're seeing. This is exactly right when all the gunshots were heard. Okay, so they want us to believe that this happened. That truck you saw obliterated. They want you to believe it happened right here on the cell phone during this time period. So maybe he caught most of it. I don't know what he caught, but it wasn't this. And you're looking at it, the scene. There's the scene right here. Check it out. It looks to me like there's the truck, right? There's a police car, another police car, and another one. And one more tactical unit right there. So you got 1, 2, 3, and a tactical unit here, and maybe one here. Okay? Well, all right, from what I'm listening to on the cell phone, it doesn't match. And you can see, look, there's nothing on the ground. There's no people. There's nothing. Remember what we saw? We saw blood. We saw backpacks. So there must have been bodies laying in the ground. I don't see nothing right there. There's nothing there. So again, it doesn't coincide with the video. The cell phone video doesn't coincide with the pictures again. So we have to call fake again. You have to be able to coincide with at least what you showed me. It's not working. You're looking at the scene. There's the truck. Or if that's the truck, one or the other, you can't still, there's nothing there. And they're blocking it right there. There's only 1, 2, 3 people there. If this is a drill, I think you might need more than that. Or if this is a real live situation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possible 8 or 9 cops showing. No damage to the vehicle. Where is it? I don't even see anything, man. Come on, look at that. All that stuff we saw in that vehicle is not even there. There's no possible way how that happened in this video, during this video. Whatever. There's a Humvee. How the hell did you get a Humvee on the scene? Hey, like that, a Humvee chasing people down. How did you get a Humvee on the scene? How do you get a Humvee chasing somebody on the scene of police? What do you call a Humvee in?
Bearcat.
A Bearcat. Still, how did he get a Bearcat in on the scene when you're firing at somebody? That's the thing.
Because the SWAT team was called in.
Yeah, I get it. Why is the SWAT team called in if they're chasing somebody from the scene? That's what I'm saying. There's no way. There's a SWAT team doesn't chase people. All right. First of all, SWAT teams don't chase cars.
The SUV people attack.
I know. I see it. You can talk, Zach. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows this is bullshit.
I'm saying the SWAT team was already there, and then
exactly.
they provoked it. That's
there
why
you have it.
there.
From a 22-year-old kid, and he sees exactly what we all see.
They were there because the shooting already happened.
There you have it. Okay, so you see,
what happened, then they
none of this stuff is fooling anyone here. I mean, this is a person that just looked right at sees this stuff. Now, I know a lot of young people understand this because you know why? Young people's minds, they're open to stuff because they're impressionable. They want to learn. They can filter out the crap from the real stuff. Young people are way smarter than you think they are. They've been around longer on the internet than anybody else. Remember that. Young people are all over the internet. So young people have the notion that all this crap is fake. They see it. They're not stupid. Now, if you didn't know that the young people were into this, then you do know, because most of these younger people, the generation, understand the deception. What happens is most of the older people, middle-aged, working, tax-paying Americans don't want to listen, don't even care, and that's your problem. Okay, so it is getting out, but people don't care. That's another problem. Now, let's get to the person who actually did it.
Our Justice reporter Evan Perez and our Chief National Security Correspondent Jim
65,
Shudo.
75,
Evan,
23,
it appears now, based on all the information and reporting you guys are doing, all of our sources suggesting that the shooter, in this particular case, the husband, the man, was in fact radicalized and had some sort of international connections. What are you hearing?
Well, these are the things that the FBI is definitely following up on at this point. But they want to make
so
sure.
what you hear now, is what we're going to have to deal with in the future. This is what these are talking points
that indicates
after the
any kind of order from an international terrorist group or any kind of nexus really with international terrorism. But the fact that they do believe that there's indications that he was
not ruled out
radicalized,
terrorism.
and some of that really.
All right, so with that in mind, let's go take a look at the symbolism of the terrorisms, of the terrorists.
Yeah, now the FBI agent on the scene over there.
Hold on, take a look at these people. There they are. All right, we have Saeed Rizwan Farouk, 28 years old. Farouk worked at Inland Regional Center, environmental specialist in the public health division. That's laughable. Tashfeen Malik, Bonnie, and Clyde, basically. This lady, 27. So if you take their ages together, 28, 27, that's 55. What is 55? We talk about it all the time. 55 stands for secret societies. Why? The S is the 23rd letter, right? I'm sorry, not the S. Why is the SS 55? Because the S looks like a 5, doesn't it? The secret societies. This, if you haven't looked, if you remember, the 5s are like this. Remember when they hold up the 5s, they hold the hands together like this? That's the 55. All right? Let's get into the symbolism real quickly. Jewish Gematria for Saeed Rizwan Farouk. There we go. Jewish Gematria, 2226, or 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. That's a 66 right there. You can see it. Probably can't see it. All right. Anyway. All right. English Gematria is simple Gematria. 1260 for English Gematria, which is a 9 plus a 3, or a 3 9s, or 666 upside down. Simple Gematria is 210. All right, so there's a 21 right there. Now, in Jewish Gematria, the 2,226, which it adds up to, also comes out to another phrase that it comes out to 2226, which is sell your soul to the devil. That phrase adds up to the same Gematria. Okay, you know how we do it here, as the Jewish Gematria. Now, English Gematria and simple Gematria, we have a 1260 and a 21, right? It also adds up to the phrase, I am the Lord your God. How about that one? There's a deception for you. They're not your God, even though they want you to believe that they understand the universe and they are the ones, the creators. Another phrase for the simple Gematria 1260 and 210 is the reptilian children. All right, so that one even equals it. All right, onward we go here because it's getting late. Tashfeen Malik, which is the lady who was shooting out the back window with her Bonnie and Clyde rifle. Jewish Gematria 325, and it also adds up to the words, I am the silence. Okay, so there's the deception. Tashfeen Malik. English Gematria 744. Simple Gematria 124. Father of lies is another phrase of 744 Gematria and 124. Another phrase would be power of God. Another deception. Another equaling 744 and 124. Another phrase that equals Tashfeen Malik is son of Satan. And coming soon, like the deception of the new or the Antichrist or the new Christ, which is going to be the false Christ. They're going to tell you it's the Christ, but it's not. There's also what we believe coming up as an assassination attempt of Obama. The symbols are everywhere. Every time you turn around, there's symbols of his assassination by people jumping over the fence. The lady in Arizona getting shot in the head. Jack Ruby coming out and talking about it. Look, I mean, not Jack Ruby, but whoever the guy that got shot with the Reagan. All this is going down, guys. This is fake again. More symbolism, 14 and 21. All right, another one. We have more symbolism of 14 dead, 21 hurt. That's another symbolism, right? Let's continue with it. I don't have much time here.
They had traveled to Saudi Arabia. Now the FBI agent on the scene over there, David Bowditch, just telling us they had also gone to Pakistan. This is where they...
All right, now they're in Pakistan, guys. They're wherever. I mean, they're never going to find these people like they did with the guy at Fox Lake. Remember that? Where I told everybody that was bullshit, and everybody's like, you are so insensitive. San Bernardino, California, Jewish Gematria 661, which equals 13. It also equals Lord of the Hosts. English Gematria 1332, which is a 33. And simple Gematria 222, which is 6 or Saturn. It also stands for Antichrist, African Truth Shepherd. How you like that one? The Beast of Revelation. For Chris Archer, Joey Average. Have a good day.